Chili dogs much? Ugh. Baka, ooh, ooh. Hey. Manga Tuesday. Bang, they call me the Notorious Outlaw, and welcome back to Manga Tuesday, episode 168, and today I shall be reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog, Seasons of Chaos? Seasons of Chaos? Recently, a few weeks back, I was shopping in a bookstore, a good, reliable, reputable bookstore that would never steal untold amounts of money from its customers and shut up shop and refuse to refund the money. I was shopping in QBD Books, having a little look-see around, and I happened to spy this thing right before I was about to leave. And I was like, oh, I'm going to purchase that. And so I purchased it. What a great, entertaining story. Anyways, it's a Sonic comic. It's got Sonic in it, and it's got a few short stories about Sonic. Originally published in the celebratory Sonic the Hedgehog 30th Anniversary Special Deluxe Edition, these four fantastic tales showcase the spectacular talent of a bunch of names that I can't be bothered reading. We're not going to celebrate the talents of the artists in this one. Anyway, it's got some, nice, vibrant artwork. It's got that, so it's got the, as you can see, it's got the, I don't know what is it the old school style of Sonic? Oh, first of all, there's a bunch of scenes every now and then where it's got some actual just straight up side-scrolling 2D platform and action shots. What's the reflection like of that? Those were nice to see just in the middle of the story. But the designs of the characters are those short, compact, old school designs, not the more long, elongated 3D game Sonic designs. Which I think I prefer these ones better, maybe. I don't know what the general Sonic mega fan base, what the consensus is about which designs are superior. But I think I like these ones. The first story is called Seasons of Chaos. It's, I guess, the longest, biggest story. It takes up like maybe nearly half of this. And it shows them, the Sonic crew ends up working together with the Eggman crew because there's an even... who fucking gives a shit, man? There's one story where Sonic's learning to drive because he wants to win chili dogs in a contest or something stupid. I fucking know. And he has a loop. Like in the games, he runs around loops, but he drives around a loop. Gamer moment. Chili dogs, am I right? It's chili dogs! Look, Morty. Chili dogs. And that's a fucking capybara. There's a sad tale about Eggman's sad, depressing birthday. But the most the most interesting story is perhaps the fourth and final story, which is titled Amy's New Hobby. It's a very nice short little story to close things out, focusing on Amy Rose. Her and Tails are meeting up, and Tails happens to become aware of Amy's new hobby, where she's been drawing and she's been making comics detailing Sonic's and there's adventures battling Eggman and whatnot and other stuff they've gotten up to, and she's very self-conscious about this new hobby she's picked up. She's just still starting. Her art style is still a little rudimentary, but Tails, the ever-supporting friend, supports her and can see that she's very nervous about sharing this with someone else for the first time, and he supports her and actually goes out, takes a big leap for her and starts showing other people, and they all get very excited by it, and Tails is able to help support Amy, show her beautiful creations to the world and help build up her confidence. Perhaps the most important part of this and the most interesting part is when eventually Sonic shows up and Tails shows Sonic, and obviously this is an extra nervous moment for Amy as she wants that Sonic cock. But anyway, Sonic looks at it and he likes it too. He says, "Hell yeah, Amy, you drew pictures of me where I look cool. This is cool. Chili dogs, am I right?" But then the very end is where it gets really interesting. After she shows Sonic, Sonic says, "Hey, did we ever tell you about that time we fought Eggman on his birthday?" Which was just what happened in the third story. Just before this was a story involving Eggman on his birthday with Sonic where Amy wasn't there. So Sonic's going to tell her about that, and so she can draw a story of that, chronicle that, which brings into question, it's sort of this full circle moment. Is all these stories we've been reading, is this actually Amy's comics that she's written about Sonic's adventures, and that's what we're reading? And the last one is the final little meta piece of the puzzle where it's revealed. But obviously this theory doesn't actually make any sense, because Amy's comics in here, the art style, as we mentioned, very rudimentary, and it's completely different to the art style throughout the rest of the book. So the theory doesn't actually make sense, except it does, because this is just a representation of her comics in the universe of the comics that we're seeing drawn. You understand? If these looked exactly like the rest of the panels, it wouldn't make sense and be hard to differentiate. And obviously this is just the beginnings too. So in real life, Amy has spent time honing her craft and has got her art style to look like this beautiful art. But then when it come time to tell the tale of the very beginnings, her origin story of writing comics, you know, she had to do a little more basic sort of art style to represent that just within the universe of the comic. You know, if you can sort of pick up what I'm laying down. I also have this Amy Rose figure. I think the intentions, the implications are clear. I mean, the fact that the final moments, the final panels of this entire book is, we just learned that Amy's drawing comics about Sonic's adventures, and then the very last panel is Sonic saying, "Hey, did I ever tell you about that one story that we just read the third..." Oh, so it's this mind-blowing meta reveal that the entire thing that we've been reading so far is actually Amy's comic interpretations of her and Sonic's tales and the gang's tales together, with Tails and Sonic and the This episode is a lesson to all other content creators out there. Know your audience. See, I don't actually have to put any effort in to making this episode. Just putting Sonic in the title. I didn't even really need to buy the comic or read it. I did. But just putting Sonic in the title is enough to carry this entire episode. I don't actually have to make it good or interesting, you know. Because I know my audience. Anyways, it's okay, I guess. The artwork's, like I said, it's sort of nice. It's a very quick read. It's kind of expensive. Not really worth it, to be honest, you know. Like $25. What was it? Like $24.50 for this? You know, it's pushing it. I don't even know what I'm saying, man. I don't even... Anyways, for a rating, I will give it a rating out of 10. Anyways... Ciao! Guess that sums things up. So thanks for watching, and as always, Sonic, it's chili dogs. Motherfucking chili dogs.
It's just another Tuesday. And if you were in for a spell, we're impulsive to in order you can help them. Well, yeah. No.
Bang! Today, for episode... fucking...